how many of you are like a traditional users of, let's say, VMware or this kind of system? Anyone used before? Oh, nice. Right. So are those like when we think about यार 4 साल पहले यार स्कूल में मैंने बहुत अच्छे दिन थे, those are the good old days. हम बहुत बार याद करते हैं, कोई इवेंट में गए, there is a good memory that we remember. So as a right now at this moment, do you feel like those are the bad old days? Thinking about that these are the technology driven and now is so much in your hand. You do a lot of other stuff like just your fingers with, right? So because I come from that zone, like I use a traditional system a lot. Think about when we using the P4 system. P4 system say now we have a very handy laptop, right, which runs a lot of things in just a quick second. So, but why you use that one? For example, let's say if I ask anyone like why you when you bought any system, like why you bought that system?
Processing power. Processing.
Power के लिए, right? Game खेलने के लिए,
Yes.
right?
To run the applications faster.
To add the okay, or I think yes, of course, to use those application, because if you talking about right now, I think without app you cannot think about any business now, because everything is in application, right? पहले ऐसा नहीं था, but now if you don't have application, you don't have business at all, right? So that is what we are going to talk about. We'll discuss about the use cases, because technically I think Shreyan and Karthik shared a lot of awesome stuff. So I don't want to repeat that. So instead of that, let's just discuss about the couple of use cases, like what are the companies that are using it, right? So I have a habit to change my presentation style in the between. So please bear with me, right? And I think Viral already mentioned about it. And it's been 1 year I shifted to Ahmedabad. I'm having my great time over here. And yes. So this is the game that we're going to, and we'll try to finish as soon as possible because I know most of you might hungry. And I'm sorry for I came late today. So we are going to cover the fundamentals of Docker and how we are using ECS, like Elastic Container Service. If the people are using AWS, or so as I said, 5 to 10 years back we have a debate like which platform is better. So according to me, irrespective of what platform that you use, right? Like all the services provided, it depends how they serve that system to you. For example, to answer your question, like generally I say to my client is, it's how it's user handy to you. For example, if compared to AWS or Google Cloud, I found Google Cloud user interface more user friendly, right? I could navigate easily. In compared to like in AWS, like sometimes you feel like after let's say if you change something, like Shreyan said, it's so many years now I cannot find anything, right? So it happens with me as well. But again, there's perks, there's pros and cons, but I think all the platforms are good. Because I worked in both AWS and GCP so much, I spent most of my time on these two platforms. So I can say on that. I never spend my time on Azure ever, so I cannot even comment on that. But yeah, of course, it serves the same kind of service which this does. The name is different.
I also use Google services many years ago, and after that shifted to AWS.
Okay, so you shifted from GCP to here?
Yes.
Okay, so what was the reason?
The GUI means in earlier as a 2016 and 2017,
Okay.
I did first time I did server for my client, but I don't like GUI about the Google server.
Okay.
So I switched to AWS, but in AWS GUI is minimum for me.
Okay, so have you explored the new UI which they have done?
No, after
New is really good. New is really good. Yes.
Old was
New is really good. Though, but I have a habit of having the old UI, so I have not switched that one.
Yeah.
But sometimes because so many other services that are lot like AWS Fargate, the way AWS serverless works is like functional service. This works as a container as a service, right? So it doesn't work in the old UI, so it automatically switches to the new one. So that's my people got confused. यार ये तो पहले था ये screen ये कहाँ से आ गया? It happens, right? But it again depends on how you are, how they can accommodate you and how you are comfortable with the system. जो लोग Windows पे बहुत साल से हैं, वो लोग नहीं जा पाते. Android user, iOS user, like that,
Yes, I didn't use Windows because firstly in college I used Ubuntu, then I shifted to macOS.
Right. Like it's been 25 years. I never used Windows in my life ever. That might be the reason. Maybe I'm not expert as well. But I have my own reason why I'm not using it. But let's not get into that. So these are the things that we are going to cover, and we are going to talk about containers, Docker, Amazon ECS, like why we using ECS. We see the small demo as well. As I said, the bad old days, right? Where I would say that if there is no application, there is no business, right? So considering earlier system, there will be this kind of a server, CPUs are there, you build application on top of them, and this huge heavy rack. You remember? याद आ रहा है वो जैसे बहुत बड़े CPU हुआ करते थे. So if people who have worked in the data center specifically, वहाँ पे आपने देखा होगा ये चीजें, right? It's a huge big racks, बड़े बड़े CPUs होते थे. मुझे actually बहुत मजा आता था वहाँ पे उस टाइम पे. अभी वो से racks नहीं मिलते. But yeah, so why? But उस टाइम पे this was the one of the powerful machine at that time. Like if you recall about the Zen, KVM, if you heard about these virtualization platforms. Those are very heavy and which helps you to virtualize your, the other way we said is containerize your application. उस time पे they virtualize their application, right? So, but this was a very traditional. उसके बाद then it आया VMware, right? Why? Because it gives you so much of power to your system. Why? Because it's distributing your current system in a different path. For example, पहले if you want to build one application, हर एक application के लिए we need to have a different system, right? But now when VMware came, within the single CPU, you can have the multiple. See, this is the server and this is the application, and on top of that, you have a virtual machines over there, right? Which can communicate with your base hardware OS, right? Base hardware kernel, I would say that, right? And that will help you to run an application. First time, there are so many platforms available. As I said, ONAP was there, the Solus VM was there. And KVM was involved in the money, but Red Hat was investing heavily in the virtualized environment at that time. Because at that time I was closely working with them. I was one of the I did my college couple of workshops with Red Hat. So at that time I got to know about how at that time OpenStack was very new for us. But before that we figured out how these virtualized systems work, how they can communicate with each other. Most time at least you need to use at least 2 CPUs. Or 3 systems to actually handle your complete infrastructure to navigate. अभी ऐसा नहीं है. So that's why I said कि for the people who are right now, it's like a bad old days comes the good old days. So there will be huge cost involved, right? Because you need to have a license for a system. Irrespective what system you're using, maybe 2 of our Linux and 2 of your Windows system, right? Based on that. So for me, according to Mayor, it's completely waste, right? Until the Docker comes in the picture, right? How many of you are aware about the monolith, as you mentioned, right? Monolith, what is the difference in monolith and microservice?
So in monolith, it's like one application solidly built together. In monolith or in microservices, we have small applications which combinedly makes it. For example, now we also have microservices front-end architectures as well.
Yeah.
So if a team wants to work in React, they can work in React. If they want to work in Angular, they can work into Angular, and we can still make it work together.
Why they shifted? What was the reason?
So easy to fast, less interdependency between the teams.
Exactly. Because
some of the reasons.
Exactly, because sometimes happens if you have one single platform and multiple developers or testers are working on a single platform, something is break that actually is going to affect the entire system. But are these dependency only on the application side?
No. Also on the server side.
On the server side as well. There where there's system engineer, they become now DevOps engineers, right? And because they know there are also system side dependencies as well. Because if your version is not matching, if your Apache is upgraded and that's not working with the existing PHP version, that vanishes from the system. And a client is come to you, bombard on you, like, hey man, what the fuck, what happened? Right? So at that time, this was companies are heavily investing on the admin side, right? They might know the 24/7 support. Why they have done that? Because of this, because they have to take care of their infrastructure 24/7. There's where they can sell the service on the top of what the application or the software they have built, right? But when this comes, so this is what my container looks like. Here you can say that this one is the traditional one, right? वहाँ I have मेरे 4 VM है, 4 OS है, उसके ऊपर मैं 4 application run कर रहा हूँ, but there is so many dependency over here. Here I am eliminating the complete stuff. I am directly installing my application or my containerizing my application on my hardware that I am using or the operating system which I am using it, and I am deploying the application on top of that. Still, you can see how much space I can build. इतना कुछ करने के बाद भी इतना space बच जाता है मेरे पास. So this is the beauty of, so if anyone asks you what is container, this is the simplest term that save you a lot of space, that will make your task very easy, and that have a less dependency and help you to spin your application much more faster. Because I think, let's say if these are 4 applications, all of run like one has the Nginx, one is has your PHP, one is has MySQL, one is different. So why this spin? Because यहाँ पे बाकी चीजें नहीं है. If you have a base OS, which also is a very minimal OS, if you heard about minimal OS, right? Ubuntu का भी small version होता है वो. So every OS has a minimal version. So on the top of that, you just install that particular software or the package that you need it, and you bundle it, and that sync with the other container, and that can turn your main application, right? So that's container, and we talk about Docker. So Docker is one of, you can say, it's a company basically. I hope you know that, right? So Docker is the platform that you can use to containerize an application. Docker is not container. People say Docker is container. It is not. It's the platform that help you to containerize your application, and that we are going to see on AWS, right? ECS. Have anyone used AWS ECS yet?
Yes.
So what is the purpose?
So-
Any use cases?
So we had a Dockerized application, so for that,
Mm-hmm.
and going forward for Kubernetes, etc.
Okay.
So ECS looked to be a fair solution for that.
Okay. So you use AWS Fargate or with because they have a different option, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because I don't code anymore actually.
Okay. So you are more into now business side.
Yes.
Okay. Now, okay. Of course. Should you become business? Okay. So basically, this, when you containerize the application, anyone want to see the demo of the Docker? We can run the application. If you want, we can do that, right? ECS I'll show you, but if you want to see the how Docker works, how the container, we can actually see, because when you use ECS, आपको कुछ करने को नहीं मिलता, वो सब AWS कर देंगे, right? You want to see it?
Yes.
Okay. तो चैन let's do it. So first thing, you can install Docker on any of the platform, right? Whether you're using in your local machine as well, if you're terminal, you can directly install it. Depend on what system you're using Ubuntu or Mac. So APT or whatever you system use, you can use that. Also, you can use it on your any cloud platform. You can just spin up any one instance which is free. Because I'll say all the time, whenever you spin any system, please turn off. I don't want you to end up with a lot of billing, right? So I think AWS gives T2 Micro, which is free, and GCP gives $300 or $200 credit. I'm not sure how much. 300, yeah, for 3 months, right?
For 1 day.
For 1 year. No, it's
90 days.
90 days now. Yeah.
हमें ट्राई मिलता है तो मैं एक सक्षम हूँ।
नहीं अभी कम कर दिया नहीं देते
मेरे को बिलिंग हुआ इससे पता है।
Yeah, so
वो तो अप्लाई करना है।
yes, yeah, that one. For AWS, if you need anyone's credits or something for your startup or something, so because I work with these for AWS startup program as well, right? And one of the community builder as well. So if you want something, if any need help, so this is also one of the way you can apply for the AWS. You can choose that because there are a lot of they investing a lot of in startup. Even Google does, Google Cloud also does. But process I found much easier over here in AWS compared to that one. So as I said, pros and cons over here. पब्लिक में नहीं बताना okay, yeah, thanks for sharing. So You were part of the startup program?
Yes.
Okay. So see, this kind of facilities you can get it. So
Yes.
if you are, for that you need to have a startup India certification, right?
Yes.
Okay. So those who, if you are not have, you can get registered your startup India. Yeah. And by the way, there is AWS Community Day happening in 17th of December.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There is also another event celebrated. GDG Ahmedabad Breakfast.
Okay, yeah. So of course, I was unaware. So because I was not able to attend the breakfast in Nashik as well. But, I'm going to step down from my, because I'm not over there, so it doesn't make any sense for me to handle that chapter anymore. So the people are doing really great, and that's the best part, right? Because that's how community goes and people taking forward. So let's see if I have any other. So basically, you can note down the command if you are using it. I'm seeing any existing images which I have. So Docker image, you can use it for see what are the images that you have. So anyone can explain me what is image? Yeah.
Snapshot of data.
Snapshot of data. Okay. Yes, anyone?
Simple means that
गुजराती हिंदी मराठी कोई भी लैंग्वेज चलेगा मला मराठी पण येते if anyone wants to
सब कुछ पूरा environment.
हाँ
एक हार्डवेयर समझ
virtual environment होता है.
right but it's a as I said minimal environment
Minimal.
so you know on the image you can create the multiple containers or you can say the multiple application you can build right so let's see that so let me just remove all this okay if you have a laptop you can also use it with me right? Okay, so you can see that. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
So Docker PS, you can use it for what are the container that is running, which you can see there is no container running right now. Right? And if you see what are the container that was running in March, do you know the command? Anyone who used it?
Use but I didn't know about it. I forgot about it.
Okay, so you can see you can use -a. So that will tell you what are the container that was you was previously running and then you somehow you are not using it or maybe you stopped running it, right? You can remove that one. I'll tell you how you can remove as well, right? So these are the basic command and the people who are let's say looking for a job. These are the very basic thing which will definitely help you to get into the very job because yeah. Let's see what we can build. Let's container one application. Okay. Do you know like how we anyone used Docker before? You used it and I know you forget now, right? Anyone else?
Yes.
just one time but doesn't remember and stuff.
Okay. So then, let's say if you have a Docker, you are running a container and you stopped it. So how you can start again?
I call my house.
This is what Doctor, of course, now you can. That's what boss
બસ
does.
થઈ ગયું
Right?
છે ચાલુ કરી દે
अच्छा तो એવું કહે ને કે ભાઈ આ તારી છે ચાલુ કરી દે. That's what boss does. Okay. So simplest way is Docker. You can have PS, keep. Then you can see this is the container application that I have stopped in the morning 2 hours ago. Right. So let's start this one. Right. You can start your container by Docker start, stop, restart. This is the very basic command like we use in the the base operating system like in the Linux, right? So that you can use it. So if there are multiple ways you can do that. You can also referring by the name, referring by the container ID, referring by right. For example, let's say if I Docker run and if you don't want to copy this one, you can also use the first 4 digits, and it will automatically catch that. Let's see. What is that? Okay. Is my Docker running or not? Error response. This is the best part when you get Done. Docker PS. As you can see, my container is running now. Right now, let's enter into the container. So here, DevOps वाला फोन कर दो. केवल अंदर जा. So let's say if you want to go into your container, right? So simple, you can just use the exit command, right? Make it in the interactive mode. Again, let's say I forgot 518. I can remember now. Slash, you can just use it so that it will give you in the terminal sense. I'm here now. So I'm in the container now, right? So this here you can make your installer application and you can bundle it up. You can also modify it and you can put it in the the registry, the Docker registry.
Yes.
But for the AWS we are using the ECR, sorry, Elastic Container Registry, where also is similar to the Docker registry, or you can say that a GitHub. हम लोग अपने कोई बंडल अप करें तो अपने GitHub बना के from there we pull it, right? So it's the same thing. So as you can say the Docker registry or the ECR is like a GitHub for us, where we are pushing what we build over there, and then once you build up an image, you can all your developers we can access it and create the use that image to create the multiple containers with different application stack, right? So yes, and let's not install anything. Let's go to this one. These are the very basic one that you can do that, and if you want to, let's say stop K51B8. Both the container IDs रहते हैं ना, container ID is very long, so you can use the first initials and that will help you out because everything is different. So it's done. Again आप देख सकते हो आपका PS 5 seconds ago it was stopped. You can also remove that. You can use RM or RMI. RMI for remove images, right? Or you can use the prone command, which is remove everything. Okay. So these are the very basic commands that you can use it. You can use the Docker desktop. You will install if you are using Mac. So Docker desktop is good, but it is very heavy in size. So I always use the minimal version, and I most of the time I practice on the cloud instance only to show the demo. Right? So ECS like that, right? ECS कैसे करता है? So whatever we have done, right? So we have see the images. We have you can also pull the images. Like, do you want to see how you pull the image from the Docker? You can also push like if you from here you can push it, but for that you need to have the account on the Docker registry. Docker पे account करने का, and then you can here you can let's say Docker login कर लो. यहाँ पे you need to create name your जो भी आपका ID password डाल दो, so it will you will be from the command only you will be accessing that cloud services.
Like
So-
in the GitHub, Git.
So yeah, like similar to Git, yes. And from here, you can directly push your image from here, like with the Docker push and Docker pull. Similar to GitHub. See, this is a very simple funda to remember everything. So don't try to mug up. I see people, they try to mug up everything. So don't do that. It is very the terminal is always simple. That is the reason even you compare with the cloud, what the cloud platform, I consider them whenever I ask like which platform is better or what platform. I see all the platforms are good or all the platform are good, but depends on how much you are handling or what makes you comfortable, how easy for you to remember as well. And if you see the terminology is always same.
Yes.
Pull, push, all the terminals same. All the same. आगे का नाम बदलता है because that refers to the platform that you are using. Whether it's AWS, Google Cloud, or the Docker, or the Rocket. Rocket is also used again for containerized application. So ऐसे बहुत सारे हैं, but Docker is very famous. People know कि Docker मतलब container.
Yes.
Yeah, like that. So ऐसे बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. For example, Mozilla मतलब browser, which is not, right? Firefox is a browser.
Mozilla is a company.
Is a company. This is Firefox is a product of Mozilla, right? So that's all. So ये चीज है. So I'm not logging right now. Okay. So this is done. Let's go to the Amazon web console. दिख रहा है? Let's explore the container service. Let's say registry. Okay. How many of you use container registry? Those who तो पाँचों पूछी chaos thoda. Huh? So I already created one test repository, right? But what you can do similarly, like what you can do in GitHub. So this is a way you can refer, where it will easy for you to remember, and just go with the direction. So if you travel abroad, right? यहाँ पे इतने direction सही नहीं है. Like you cannot, if you are very new here, you cannot navigate yourself by until you use a Google map. But I'm referring the peddlers, like who is traveling, walk or you explore. अगर बाहर जाते हो, so it is very easy to navigate, right? Sign पढ़ के you can easily reach somewhere which you where you wanted to go, right? No, I'm not talking referring all the countries, but a couple of them are really good when you is really easy to navigate. So option try to refer, like when you use GitHub. Similarly, this is what here. So same, create repository. Again, they will ask you the same thing, right? Private or public. See, I'm just trying to make you compare and to remember. So don't you feel that you are using completely different ecosystem. This will help you to make yourself very flexible enough to jump in between them. So you won't be stuck. You have seen people getting stuck. Yeah, I'm not able to ये भी अलग है, वो भी अलग है. But ऐसा नहीं है.
No.
सब same है, right? So
I
if you
also
can.
think about that.
Huh?
All is same.
Sorry.
I also think about that. All
Yeah,
language and
yeah.
other things are same.
Because that's make you too comfortable with the platform to use it or to stick with it as well. When you go to shift, when there is a major business affected, right? Maybe it's compared to the price. When any solution architecting Karthik must be referring with me. Pricing plays a very important part, right? Because when I've seen people shifting from AWS to GCP as well, GCP to AWS as well, right? But they have, as I said, like it's a joint. The people who are in the ecosystem, they see like how it's going to benefit. It also sometimes also depend on the location as well because they don't have the availability. अभी आप लोग देख रहे हैं in the Mumbai region. If you let's say if you are expanding something and that is not, let's say if you go into GCP and GCP में वो region available ही नहीं है, what are you going to do that, right? So these are, I'm just giving an example. So there are so many other examples which they consider and based on that they try to see where they can easy to set up and navigate themselves, right? So यहाँ पे जैसे मुंबई में है, by default like you can navigate to any where you wanted to, you are targeting to launch this application or you want the users to use easy access. Or even now अभी नहीं है तो भी it is very easy to you can use as a what you called, what is there which help you to flexible as your zone which will direct your traffic.
Traffic splitting.
Yeah, traffic splitting. But there is one more. Sharan, do you know what do you have?
AWS का?
AWS one.
Route to A to Z.
Route replacement?
Route 53.
DNS.
So that is also help you out any approach. So हर एक system में they have this system where you can play with the networking part and जो भी whatever your customer needs, you can at the end that is the target that you can fulfill those requirements, right? In very easy.
Yes.
So yes, so you can choose public, private, depending on your choice, right? And you can just name of the repository, upload the file or all the details, right? And just create it. Like for example, I'm not creating right now. I already created one. Just let's see if I see over here. I can use like view the push command. So these are the command that you can use it from your CLI to जैसे मैंने अभी Docker login किया था, right? Why? Because from my local to I can directly push whatever the changes that I have done in the images, right? And I can push it to my GitHub or my Docker repository. Similarly, you can use this command. You can just directly throw on your terminal window, and that makes that repository connect to your local system, and you can directly make the changes, pull, push. You can do that, and then all the changes going to record over here. Like the similar to how it happens in the GitHub as well. You can see like what are the changes done. Yes, on the top of that you can make this request, like you can approve the changes or you can pull request or accept or that one. You can do that. But yeah, that is again depends on how your organization structure is, who take on what responsibility. Right? Because in the open source software, the governance plays a very important role. Actually, I do because from last 1.5 years I do only consulting agreement with a couple of companies, and my job is to set up the open source complete ecosystem, governance, community structures and everything. So yeah, a lot of people also don't know about the open source governance, how it actually is affect. And every organization has different governance. For example, this company that is sitting over that might have a different governance base, the structure or the way they work, the way the policy works. So ECR, where you can pull, like you can store your all the repositories, because if you are working on AWS ecosystem, it is very easy for your other people who are working or service to pull out from here, right? So this will in-house GitHub of yours, right? Or in-house Docker of yours, right? This is one, and now let's go to ECS, Elastic Container Service. This is, I like this one a lot. I use Google Cloud Shell a lot, not AWS. This is, I think, recently, right? Yes, I'm using it from past couple of days, but ये Cloud Shell इतना handy नहीं था. Now it is very handy.
EC2 का था पहले से?
हाँ?
EC2 का था?
EC2 को था. This is now the the way Google Cloud provide the complete cloud, so you can
Oh,
get all the
okay.
services, you can pull it from reverse like that. So this is really good. Okay. Let's go to this. Okay, Elastic Container Service. So, as is said, ECS makes easy to deploy, manage, and scale the Docker containers. Some of you people mentioned about the auto scaling, right, in the previous session. So, auto scaling, as Karthik shared it correctly, right? But all the platforms providing auto scaling. It depends what policy you write, what are the conditions that you write over there. Depends on that, right? But here, when you use, like, you can say AWS ECS is Fargate is nothing but the serverless, right? But this is purely for the container. You can say as a container as a service, right? So it will completely install, deploy, manage, scale your Docker containers, right? Complete orchestration solution. Those who use Kubernetes, that also does the same thing. But on the top of Kubernetes, we use Helm chart, right? Upon the Helm chart, to manage the Helm chart, what Helm chart does? किसी को पता है what Helm chart does? Kubernetes वाला कोई है? So it will use to orchestrate or manage the Kubernetes or उसके सारे operations you can manage it. But Helm chart को manage करने के लिए भी there are now tools are available. You can also use under the GCP में भी है, AWS में भी है, you can use it. So there are flexibility. Let's say if some stacks are not supporting as well, there are tweaks and tricks that you can use it. As Shreyas mentioned in the first talk, right? Some PHP is not supported, right? As you said, but yeah, there are options are available where you can opt in. But yeah, you will be that much enough to try go and figure it out yourself, or maybe just Google it and search about it. Maybe some forum that can be mentioned over there, right?
Your screen is not.
What is that? Just a second. ऐसा बोलते जाओ जब ऐसा स्क्रीन चला जाता है तो एक मूवी खत्म हो जाता है. So this is let's see one small demo, right? So this is Elastic Container Service. So we'll see a small demo. Let's run a sample application. वहाँ पे like I'm not going to do anything. The ecosystem, install the application, set up the EPC, subnet, everything, all the networking part, everything. Load balancer, and all I need to just pull up this, put all the settings in the place, right? यहाँ पे मैं ज़्यादा settings check नहीं करने वाला हूँ, like, So this is the one sample application which has the image of HTTPD 2.4. You can also do that manually. ये image you have to pull that, आप वो image pull करोगे and then you can run that. अगर करना तो अपन ये भी कर सकते हैं. We can, after we run this one, we'll do the same practice in local. While we are actually pulling this image from the registry, and then we'll build the container like HTTP containers, and then we'll see how the URL looks like. We can do that. But मैं कैसे like it's If you want, I can do that, right? Let's see this one first. Okay. So you need to define the container first, then you define the task, and what are the task is going to perform, the service that you end, at the end, your cluster. Right. So this is sample application. Let's see what is there in. You go to edit and see these are the things. You can change this name. Let's say OSW app, which has the image of HTTPD 2.4. So this is the name of the image. So one more thing, when you say HTTPD, you can see the colon. कोलन दिख रहा है आपको? तो मैं कॉपी पेस्ट कर रहा हूँ। So ये दिख रहा है 2.4, then it's a colon actually. So okay, let me show. So this is Ubuntu and this one latest. So this is nothing but a tag. Okay, this is tag. And that's a version actually. So that define ke I am going to pull out HTTPD 2.4 version, right? If you just put the HTTPD, it will pull out the latest version. Yes. So you have to also mention ki what version you need to run your application, right? So you have to, but yeah, you can always pull another image and then do that if that is done, because container space speed in a second, right? It won't take that much of time, right? You can option like private repository authentication if you require, like public private, you can do that. There's no need right now. You can limit the memory selective until what you can give the memory. 512 is the higher cap, right? वहाँ तक जाने के बाद it again going to auto scale. जब तक वो नहीं होगा hit, तब तक वो auto scale नहीं करेगा. This will save your resources, save your lot of money as well. Port is 80. It's a universal. Okay, so I'm not making any changes over here. Now I'm going to see the task definition. What is the name is? Okay. This is the name of my task. This is the role. How many of you know about the in the AWS there is a policy, access control list. I am. So that is I would say this is one of the way you can actually structureize your AWS organization, right? To whom you are going to give what kind of access. So those who only can able to perform those operations, right? So this is one of the role. You can create the different role and then pull it up. Right? Component like we using Fargate, right? Task memory and the task CPU. You can always change that. The options available, right? I'm just taking the normal one. Let's go to the next. As I can see, 2 checks are done. Right, means my content, what container I am going to pull out, that is done. What is the task that I am going to perform, that is done. पहले UI में they will also specify what command you are going to run. अभी they have not showing that option actually. Otherwise you can also changes in that the command which they are going to run, and that will give you that the sample application that we want to see. So उसमें you can also make the changes, but in the new UI, it is not visible that option. यहाँ पे you can see the service, right? Open source weekend, we already give that name, right? OS app, and you can use the load balancer or you cannot use it. It's up to you. Here let's use the application load balancer. You can also make the changes. Like if you want to throw it to the different port, right? आप यहाँ से port डाल सकते हो, but HTTP by default it's fit on the 80. Yeah. But do you know about the port mapping? So also you can map your port to different port. So that port is not 80 is a public port. Everyone knows that 80 work, right? So most of the organization don't use the default port because then it get DDoS and a lot of other things, right? So what is there? They are using different ports. So external public ke liye is a different port, and then when it will actually in the internal private network, it will come to 80 and then give you the desired result. Right. So I am using application load balancer. I'm just using the by default port. I'm using any other port. But yeah, you can always use the port mapping over here as well. Or Docker where you can use the port map command and use it. So container is defined, task is done, service we have defined like we using load balancer, right? Cluster name, let's say name OSW is the name of my cluster. OSW. Cloud. And see, here you can see VPC ID and subnet, it will automatically get created. Right? So you do not, let's say when you create EC2 instance or some, you need to mention by default security groups, उसके अंदर they have multiple policies. यहाँ पे you don't need to mention anything. Based on what your location is, that will automatically create, like my location is Mumbai right now. Based on that, it will automatically create my VPC, my subnet, right? And we'll see that process, like how it's going to look like. So it's done. As you can see, my all checks are done, right? I define my container, define my task, I define my service, I define my cluster. Now let's go and create. So as you can see, हर चीज यहाँ पे So as you can see, ECS resource creation, it will create a cluster, right? It will create my task, my application, my service, and this is what they automatically VPC बना दिया, right? Now I can go to VPC and I can check. I can also make the modification. They created 2 subnet or 1 security group. I can also make the changes in this one, right? But ये भी automatic बना दे, मुझे कुछ बनाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी. Same में अगर आप ये करते हैं, like if you go on EC2 instance, then you install the container and you have to do all these things. यहाँ पे हर चीज they have done it. You don't need to do anything else, right? यहाँ तक कुछ क्वेश्चन है?
So why VPC is used?
Do you know VPC?
What's your plan?
Okay. Don't you think it's answer itself?
For Docker.
No. Like for every, like it's not just for Docker.
EC2
Even if you're using for EC, yeah, yes, you say so.
EC2 instance.
Exactly. So, irrespective of what service you're using, VPC always needed, subtask, like subnet is needed, like how is going to interact? Because this is within your network, right? In your infrastructure. So VPC is like, but यहाँ पे VPC, you can either use the default one, right? When you create your EC2 instance, if you आपने बनाया होगा, right? तो वहाँ पे you can use the default VPC network as well. You can create your another VPC as well for that particular instance. When you decide like ये कौन सा ट्रैफिक को कहाँ पे अलाउ करना है, और when you create a load balancer, like web load balancer, application load balancer, hardware load balancer, बहुत सारे load balancer आते हैं, right? So what kind of permission and what kind of access mechanism you want to provide? So again, it's a, you can say it's a architecture that it's last में आता है, right? Karthik?
Yeah, I mean, VPC is nothing but more of a private network
Yes.
over the internet. So you can choose the rules, firewalls, everything. You can manage your network.
You can also create your public network as well, which will connect to your private network. This is one of the security mechanism कि बाहर की पब्लिक को पता नहीं कि your original your network, which network you are in. Right. That's the reason people are using also Cloudflare and a lot of other DNS services are there where they can recognize कि यार तुम्हारा actually होगा. पहले with IP they do NS lookup and they try to find out the location. They try to hit you on the, let's say they got the IP, they try to SSH, try to HTTP, they try to authentic. So वहाँ पे blocking भी होता था, right? बहुत सारे attacks होते थे उस टाइम पे. You can block them. So there are so many reasons. पर अभी ये सब चीज़ें ऑटोमेट हो गई है, अभी ऑटोमेट कर देते हैं. But yeah, but it's good to know what happening in the backend. What is the actual process actually is there. So it's good to know that. Why? This will help you when you explain to, whether if you're running a business, it will help you to explain to client, right? Or let's say if you are looking for a job, this will explain to let other know that you are good with your concept, right? Or this is what I always say, कि accept what you don't know and tell them also what you know. We mostly forget, like हम ये accept करेंगे मेरे को नहीं पता, like किसी ने पूछा like what is this, like what is container, we can say that ये पता, like let's say किसी ने पूछा what is Docker, you can say that कि sorry I don't know, I have not used that platform, as you said कि मैंने platform use नहीं किया है वो, but you can say that but I know how containers work. वो ये नहीं पूछेगा, वो यही पूछेगा, but you have to tell them कि ये नहीं पता लेकिन ये पता है. Similar it works in the client side as well, right? When you are explaining something to your client, you are working on some requirements, and this works in all the scenarios, not just this one, right? So yeah, this process is complete. Let's see the application. This is my load balancer. As you can see, I can navigate everywhere. This is my zoom.
Best screen checker.
Okay. So, yes, so this is my cluster. Like this is my, you can come over here. As you can see, this is my OSW cloud event. This is my cluster. I can see there is one service is running. There is one task is running. There is no pending task. Right? You can run the multiple tasks. So वापिस run करेगा. Similar like what CI/CD does. Right? So you can also CI/CD everything is going to perform. Right? So this will really helpful if you are part of the AWS ecosystem, or let's say if you are part of Google Cloud ecosystem, so you can use their ecosystem to manage all these operations, because there also they have the Google Container Service for GKE as well, Kubernetes service. So it will be easy if you are part of the same ecosystem. So easy for you to navigate, right? So as you can see over here, okay, let's access it. You can point DNS, you can get the IP. ये लोग चेक कर लेते हैं एप्लीकेशन रन हुआ है नहीं. Okay. You can also, as I said, previous UI में they are giving you that to modify the command, but this is one they are not one. Maybe I'm not able to visible that option, but yeah, your application is now running on the container in Amazon ECS. You can see that. So you got the difference between what we do in the local as using a Docker. This is also done with the Docker only. They are using Docker, right? Amazon is using Docker.
It's like container is we are running simply.
Sorry.
It's working running on the container.
Yes, running on the container. You can say running on the server, and as a container it's running. As a container it's running. I'm sorry, I'm very particular with using the terminology. Why? Because you not misled because of that, right? So yes, and they're using a Docker, but we see two operations. The same thing we do in the local using performing all the commands. Similar thing that happened, like AWS managed to do everything by themselves, right? You can run the multiple tasks. If stop, then you can again go start that. All you need to do is, let's say if you stop your container, you can again go to task operation, put the task, hey, I want to run again. Click, and then automatically, like CI/CD, you do that, right? CI/CD will make any changes, right? It automatically send you the request and try to analyze it, test it, and deploy it. Depends if you only go for CI or you also have a CI/CD, right? All this depends again on organization, how they handling the application architecture, right? So yes, this same also Docker. So I would recommend, if you can consider it, those who want to learn, right? So whatever done we over here, this is very easy, right? You can go, you can log into AWS, you can just pull this up and then try to do the same thing using Docker in your local machine. So this will help you to understand the the local, like behind what mechanism is working, and this will help you to clear your concept, right? And this will help you both in your business as well and both in if you are in your career as well, right? So we have seen this one. This is the how it is work, right? And AWS demo, this is demo we have done. So these are some companies. I just try to put the company which you are guys familiar. Have you heard about Skyscanner? Skyscanner. स्पेशली जो लोग बाहर ट्रैवल करते हैं उसके लिए तो ये स्काई स्कैनर sorry cheapest flight yeah they'll fetch you. But do you know ये स्काई स्कैनर what is the use case that why they are using ECS? Because earlier when they using so what स्काई स्कैनर does आप जब भी डालते हो तो they try to fetch the best deal or the cheapest flight from the different airlines, right? और वहाँ पे आपको दिखा देते हैं. But when they trying to get this information, you can see they search होता रहता है, right? कि search हो तो around घूमता रहता है और they try to get all this information fit कि what are the 10 or 15 or so many options are available. It used to take like 200 milliseconds. 200 milliseconds into if you do in second is like 0.01. Abhi after using ECS they try to eliminate to direct 10 milliseconds. Or from there they try to eliminate to 4 milliseconds. 4 milliseconds means you can convert into second now. It is like this you done and it's quick without like reflection of your eye and it is done. So Skyscanner is that much fast. So this is the use cases they are using for that one. Volkswagen Group, everyone knows. I actually visited one of the center in when I was in Berlin. So when you go to their store, they are using Volkswagen is famous for they are using like wide range of technologies, right? So they are using the VR technology, and when you go there, so even for to give the training to the engineers, they have the VR ecosystem where they can engineer train by themselves, like how to repair the guy, what are the parts is there, how it is different from the other cars, right? Or the car ka bhi like they have the complete experience. So they are using that technology. But as you know, when you use VR, AR, right? So there are very heavy images. And for that require it's load take a lot of time. It requires high GPU, right? So they using that was the use cases. They using ECS, right? You can use to like they can use anybody. They using ECS for this one. After them, it is much more faster. They get in that result much more faster, right? So there were heavy file images. जिसने VR का पता होगा कि 3D images and it's very heavy in size and it got very high GPU. Autodesk भी पता होगा. So this is nothing but they it's a software company only, but architecture yes. So they use this to deploy, manage, and the software for they using ECS for them and their clients. There are a lot of other companies, but I was this you might don't know, so I don't want it. So that's the reason I pick up the companies which you know. Yes. Any question for me? I hope you will not feel sleepy on keep that excitement. And this was my first, like after moving to Ahmedabad, this was my first session, in-person session, right? Yeah.
It was good.
Thank you.